Oh, how is it gone? This isn't anything. It's just a video. Obviously the last video was at Not Killed recently. We had a few issues, so I'm going to. I'm just trying to think. Sorry. The biggest issue we had obviously was one of the fuel pumps had chucked it. So for the sake of it, I've just pulled all the plugs out, and I'm going to get a compression test and also put the bore scope down just to see just to double check there's no damage. It still sounds good and it still felt good, and I actually just turned the boost straight down when the fuel pump did fail. So I don't think there was any issues, but I just want to be 100%. And if that all checks out and everything's fine, then we're just going to be putting. I'm actually just going to put 2 pumps in it, just to be safe, to be 100%. I'm just going to put 2 pumps in it rather than just changing the one and leaving one old one in. So that's about that. And the only other thing I want to do before the next race is I also want to change the slicks to 17s rather than the 18s. Just because when we were out with the 18s on 2 or 3 weeks ago at that track day, the gearing felt a wee bit long, and with the 17-inch wets on, when we were racing at the weekend there, the gearing was perfect. It was spot on. It was if you left the braking really late in the second race when it was a bit drier, you could just ping the limiter and name air in fifth if you were a wee bit late on the brakes. So absolutely perfect. So I'm going to try and get with other wheels and 17-inch Dunlop slicks there. There's actually 2 different sets, so I'll probably see what looks best on the motor, and they're white, so I need to paint them as well. Dave will need to paint them as well. But apart from that, the motor was faultless, so as long as everything's sound inside the engine, it's just a case of putting 2 pumps in it and away we go. So I've actually just done number 1. As you could probably hear, the battery's gone flat, but even with how slow that was turning out, it was still 130 odd psi compression. So I'm assuming the other 3 will probably be the same, but I'll need to put the battery charger on charge because it's flat for the day, and I'll get them done later. But what I'm going to do now is just do the 4 of them with the bore scope and just double check there's nothing melted, no signs of detonation or anything. That's basically all I'm looking for here. Well, I'm probably not going to be able to show much of this just because it's quite awkward, but it's obviously not showing up that well because I'm filming a screen through a screen. But you can see I've just went round about the piston there with the camera on number 1, and sorry you can't see it that well, but it looks absolutely mint. Usually when they melt just right on the edge, and at the minute it's mint. So we're just going to go ahead and check the other 3. As I say, I'll probably not film it just because how awkward it is to film, but that one looks good, and I'll let you know how the other 3 was after I've done it in probably 10 minutes. So as I say, done all 4 with the bore scope there, and it looks absolutely mint. All 4 of them look mint, so I'm quite happy with that, quite content there. I was a wee bit worried purely because this happened to me 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago now. We had a similar kind of issue, and it melted all 4 pistons. Just right on the inlet side, just melted all 4 of them. So obviously that was horrific, but every one of them looked mint, and I've also got the boost pack on it as well, which is a wee bit faff actually. I can't find my jump leads. So I've got the boost pack on, and we have got a connector that connects my block here, but obviously I can't find that for whatever reason. I've got like jump leads that mount onto that, so we can just plug them into the car and then unplug them rather than having to put leads on. 2 seconds, sorry about that. Rather than having to put leads on, but I can't find it for whatever reason. So that's what's happened. I've had to use vice grips and put that on it, but I've done that and done the other 3 cylinders with the compression test. I've done the first one as well actually, just because how slow it did turn over the first time, and it actually made more compression again, so they're all mint. So I'm really happy. All I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave the plugs out now, because we might actually just put a new set in it, because they're about 3-year-old at the minute. 2-year-old. That's actually the plugs that came with it. We taken them with it and put champions in it, and they ended up back in it. I don't know why, I can't remember what happened there, but we ended up with them back in it after one run with the champion plugs in it. They're just standard Motorcraft C71s or whatever there, but they seem to be mint. That's all we've ever ran that, apart from that once that we tried champions, and they were like extortionate. They were like 80 quid or something like that, and I'm sure we actually had an issue with them, so that's why we changed back to them. So I'll probably just put a set of plugs in it, put the weeds back in, drop oil with it, fresh oil in it, and that's engine wise, that's ready to go for its next race again. What I'm probably going to do is whip the wheels off, give everything a spanner check, and then do the 2 pumps. That's it. Okay, we'll leave it, but that's actually it. That's mind blowing stuff. Since the engine is mint, I've went ahead and just pulled the fuel pumps out, and as you can see, made an absolute bloodbath, and tried to save as much fuel as I could, but I think I did save like 30 litres came out of it, but I still made a bloodbath with fuel everywhere, but these things happen. So obviously this is the 2 pumps, so just going to be changing the both of these, and I'm also going to be opening up these filters, because you can open these up and clean them, so I'm just going to open them up and make sure there's no metal shavings or debris or anything, because one of these pumps, I'm sure it was this one, is solid, so I just want to make sure there's nothing stuck in the 2 filters. But I just need to get 2 pumps, and as you can see, we're actually going to be upgrading the pumps as well to 044s, just while we're here. They've always been fine. I know loads of people, when I've said it's not got 044s in it, but I'm quite surprised, but they've actually always been fine, so I've never seen an issue, a reason to get them, but since we're doing pumps, this is well doing it at the same time. So but apart from that, the only other thing that I'm going to need to do with the car before the next race is obviously just change the oil, get a quick spanner check, and decide what wheels to use. So my choice of wheels at the minute, there's 2 sets of 17s that we could use. There is comps, which I'll put a 40 of them in, so I've got 40 of them, I'll put a 40 of them in the new, so 40. And there's also RL7s, which 17s, so obviously my 18s are RL7s, so they are just the exact same as these, but in 17s rather than the 18s. So you just can let me know what you think. At the minute I'm kind of leaning towards the comps, but I'm not 100% on it yet. Kind of like the look of the comps, but they're a wee tiny bit heavier than the RL7s, so I'm not 100%. I kind of like the light wheel, but I also like the look of the comps, so I'm kind of stuck. If you guys have got any ideas on what wheels to use, obviously both the comps and RL7s are both white at the minute, but we'll be painting them the same colour as the RL7s, or the wets. They're all the same colour at the minute, so we'll just be going that same colour. So if you have any idea what wheel to use, it'd be much appreciated, because at the minute I have no idea. But that's probably that. I'm probably going to wrap this video up there. That's as much as I'd set out to do tonight. I've ordered more stuff for the engine that I'm building as well, so we should hopefully really get the sumping on that in the next couple of days once the gaskets come for it, and the camel car's just sitting here as well. It's not doing anything. The 500's not doing anything. I'll be making a restart on them probably towards the end of this week. This is Monday at the minute, so probably towards the end of this week I'll make a start on them once stuff. Cleared my feet a wee bit, because I'm just really busy with other stuff at the minute. But simple as that. So always have enjoyed the video. I know there's not really been much happening. It's just basically an update from. There's not even an update. It's just a quick health check on the car, just to make sure the engine was fine and get the pumps out. That was all that was planned. So I hope it was exciting enough anyway. But thanks for watching it, and I'll see you in the next video.